Alright, here's 5 solo queue strategies that you can use when you next play Villa to have an edge on the opponent when you're solo queuing. So this first strat that I'm going to show you is a Kapkan strat for the games and Aviator site. And simply, what I do is I spawn in with Kapkan, and I run over here to top red, and I put 3 Kapkans on this door here, on the left side of this door. Try not to get droned when you do it, try and shoot drones as you see it, if you hear them or see them. But you put 3 of them on this side of the door, and the reason why you put 3 is because the different armor levels take different... Nice. The different armor levels take different levels of damage. So a 1 armor will insta-die to 2 of them, but a 3 armor might not insta-die. You might just down them, or even just put them to like 1 HP sometimes if there's only 2 of them on the door. And because it's a double door, the distance away, like if I walk through the door here, I take less damage than if I walk here. That's how Kapkans work. So if I'm a free armor, I could walk through here and probably not even go down. So I do that just to insta kill them and like make sure I get the kill, and that gives me a kill every single time. And then I put the last 2 on this door just as like another place to put Kapkans, because it's a good works. Generally now after this I'll just play on site and I'll hold like the angles on site. I'll hold like around these holes. There should be some holes in here and that wall and in this wall in the study. So I'll play on them holes, and I will like just play around site and see what's going on. Like wherever they come from, I start looking towards that way and start trying to fight them. If they're trying to take 90 control, I'll try and retake 90 later on in the round and push them out and try and regain the control, and then go for a flank on top red maybe. So yeah, let's go on to the next strat. Alright, so for the second strat that I'm going to show you, it's on the trophy and statue site, and it's with the Ella shotgun. So make sure you have the Ella shotgun and a shield. For this you're going to need a shield as well. As you spawn in, just open up these walls here. That's what I like to do just for I have sight, so far on sight, so you can see these the master door from the trophy door here. But you also want to come over. The statue here. Make some holes in this wall, so your teammates can back you up when you're playing, because you're going to be playing in the master closet here. You also want to open up some holes in the bathroom here. These are just default holes that you'll probably already be having, but you want to make sure you have them. I put 1 element on that window there, master window, 1 on this closet window, and the last one on the bathroom window. Like that. Make sure these 2 walls here are reinforced. I'm not going to do it for the sake of time, but make sure they're reinforced. And you want to put the shield here. Make sure that your shield has a bit of gap between the door. Like, don't put it on the doorway. Put it like with a little bit behind, so that you can peek through. This angle here will be, if anybody jumps in, you'll be able to kill them from this angle, or you can peek them from this way. And from here you can pick this window like this. Which gives you some more angles to peek, rather than like if you put it on the door like attached, you have to pick up, and it's just a lot slower than trying to like then just quick picking around it. So yeah, and what I do here is I'll simply just play in this corner, and as soon as I hear anybody, I'll also prep this window. Sorry, I'll prep this window, and then as soon as I hear anybody outside the window, make sure you break the glass as well. When you hear somebody running around, you might hear them try and put down a claymore or something. I'll just like start spraying through the window, and like anybody that's within range of that is gonna get killed, like insta downed or getting killed them. And even like jumping out like this works as well, because when they're on that master window, it's a bit aggressive to do it, but you can jump out here and just like start fighting them there if you want to play a bit more aggressive on them. The only thing you have to worry about here is nades, and with the nade rework to make it so you can't cook them anymore, it's a lot easier to play this, because usually it used to be that people would just cook them, so you would have to have a Jaeger here. You would have to have like 1 Jaeger here and 1 Jaeger there. But with the nade rework, you can just kind of play around them, and like just if they start cooking a nade, if they start throwing a nade, just pick it. Because like you have the time to move away from the nade, or you have the time to like to push up and play aggressive. So it's a really strong strat. And then if anybody tries to jump in bathroom, you just swing them from these holes. You can swing this, you can swing basically everything. It makes it like nearly impossible to get rid of this site. I would still recommend trying to get a Jaeger device here just to protect your shield, because the shield can still get ashed or gone 6 or something. So just make sure you have a shield there, a Jaeger there if you can get one from your teammates, if they're coordinating with you, or if you have a duo or something. But at the end of the day, it's not really that like needed. Like if you lose the shield, it's not the end of the world. You can still play close here and like swing off that. So it's not the end of the world, but it is just nice to have that. On to the next strat. Alright, so the third strat that I'm going to show you is a mute strat for the kitchen and dining site. Simply it's kind of hard to hold this site, because generally your teammates will start running around the map and doing their own thing. So you as you'll probably have to be the anchor player, so I'm playing mute for this. And I'm also going to show you a really cool angle that I always like to use on this site. So I'll make these 2 rotate holes, and I'll make prone holes along this laundry wall here. If you want to make these holes, you can just reinforce it off and put a mute around it, but It just means that it doesn't get like they can't just take laundry for free and breach into it. Because if they take laundry, the only way you can challenge them is from this door, and it's just easy to have somebody hold this door while somebody goes in and breaches. So you want to try and fight them off by making holes on the left side and reinforcing the right side. You also want to make sure this is reinforced and put a meat jammer on this wall. I also put a meat jammer on the memo wall, but I didn't do it in time there. Like I didn't do it while I was over there. And I'll just put a meat jammer here as well, just to block off this doorway, the China door. And for the final meat jammer, because I'll put one on the memo door, but other memo wall, sorry. But I'll also put one on this door here. Sorry, I'm having a brain fart there. So yeah. Now for the hole that I'll use like every round is over here. If you come up to this doorway here and just like lean left and shotgun up, you'll see there's the master window. So every time people attack the side, generally they'll go for a vertical take. And you can just play below this window with a smoke shotgun or the mute shotgun and just one shot down anybody that jumps in through this window. You have to be careful for this door, but if you hold the angle like this, you're not visible to the doorway, so it's not the end of the world. But I mean you can play here if you know that you're not going to get droned or anything there, but it's a bit risky. So you can either play here or you can move a meat jammer over there just to make it harder to drone it. But yeah, playing this here, it always one shot down somebody when they jump in if you have the reaction time to shoot them when they're jumping in. So that's just an angle that I always use. Make sure this middle wall is reinforced as well. I'll make some head holes along there, so you can fight that China angle. But yeah, this is basically how I like to set up the site. If you make holes above this reinforcement as well, you can also like throw a C4 over the top and get anybody on the bottom of these stairs as well. So yeah, on to the next strat. The fourth strat that I'm going to show you is for attacking the kitchen. And simply you want to play as someone like Ash or Zofia, somebody with a ranged breach basically. Yeah, I think you can play Buck as well. However, if the door's castled, you're going to need the Gon 6 on Buck. But what you're going to do is go straight under this window here. And you want to come on this window. Make sure nobody's in this room when you're like about to go on the window. And then you simply want to like open that. And then if the door's castled, you'll have to open up the castle as well. But this gives you an angle all the way in through kitchen. And you can like even play upside down if you want to be a bit ratty. You can see anybody playing behind this head peak, and generally people will just peek you on this, or they'll just walk past the angle like unknowingly, because obviously this is pretty much, apart from the rotating to China, this is pretty much the only way to walk through sight. So if you can like hold this angle, you'll just get freebies if you can hit the shots. So it's just a really strong angle. As well, if you manage to get a plant down on this wall here or something, you can have like a really good post plant just holding this and make it so nobody can get in there to defuse. So it's just a really cool angle if you can get your teammates to breach this wall and plant here. With like smokes or something, I don't know. It'll be a really cool angle for you to use. So yeah, on to the next strat.
And defuse a bomb.
Alright, so the final strat that I'm going to show you is an Amaru play for the statue and trophy site. Generally what I want to do, like what I'll do is I'll get a drone, like I'll spawn in from a drone up here. And I'll check and put it on this drone hole. If I can get one in the prep phase, I'll get a drone up 90 in the prep phase, but if not, I'll just put this drone here and I'll take it in and put it like around this area, because the plan is to jump in through 90. And then as soon as you can, you want to get off the drone and get as quickly as you can into 90. And what this means is that you're cutting off half of the map. So like people will be roaming over this side, you'll cut off their rotation back, or people just running around, you'll be able to hear them like from here. You can hear people running around in sight, you can hear people running around over in AV and games. So you just like listen for sound when you hear, and then try and take a fight on whoever you can hear. Or if you don't hear anything, obviously you want to shoot the can as well, obviously. But then you can kind of just slow walk push up here. And people don't expect you to be here that quickly, because they probably have roamers over this side and you've just bypassed all of the roam. And you're basically up here for free. And you're in sight now. But generally when you rappel straight in, you're safe to just run across here generally, as long as nobody's on 90 when you're drawing it. If somebody's on 90, you kind of have to call it off and go do something else. But if nobody's on 90, which is a lot of the time, you can just kind of take this for free. And then by this point, you're already challenging sight, you're already pressure in sight. And then you can just do whatever you want here because you're already in sight. But yeah, it's just a really fun a play that I don't really see used often, which and it works a lot of the time. So yeah. So that's all for the video. If you enjoyed, drop a like, and I'll see you in the next video.